We're born in the moonlight. Ain't no fair to say. Can't breathe in the sunlight.
Hello Aromas, this is Aromie here, and welcome back to Changeling. We're here with Corbin, barreling towards us. His face registered a flash of surprise, but neither of us could move before we collided, and down we went in the tangle of limbs. I landed heavily on my back when completely knocked out of me, and that was before Corbin face planted into my solar plexus. What the fuck's that? Oof! I lay on the floor dazed as Corbin frantically picked himself up and flailed. I'm sorry, oh my god, are you okay? He helped me sit up, still flapping anxiously as I let out a slow, wheezing breath. Ow! What were you doing? I'm so sorry, I was sort of chasing something. Something? I didn't see anything chaseable. Which doesn't mean it wasn't there. Fair enough. Yeah, what are you doing here instead of class, I guess. He stood and helped me up as well. I was still clutching my abdomen gingerly. Oh, that's where he face planted? As I pulled myself back to a standing position. It was amazing how the entire hall was 100% less creepy with Corbin's doofy smile in front of me. Looking for Brenna. Oh, I haven't seen her up here this morning. Have you looked in room 437? Apparently it's her favorite. I've been all over the place. He leaned down looking at me seriously, both hands still on my shoulders. You sure you're okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Just had the wind knocked out of me is all. Anyone ever told you that you have a really hard head? Once or twice. I'm really sorry I ran into you. I wasn't expecting anyone else to be here today. Come on, I'll help you get to the club. What? I don't need to go to the club. He put his hand on the small of my back and turned me back to the club. I don't really need help though. It's so funny that in each route that I'm playing in, the guy that I'm going to pursue next just happens to pop up and be like sweet as fuck. Because we're going for Corbin next, if you're not aware. I stopped short. A familiar figure was standing down the hall just outside the club staring at us both. What, Mark? I am over you right now. Not really. But we're gonna have to be over you to go to Corbin next. Mark, again. He must be leaving to go to his second period. It was undoubtedly time for the bell to ring soon. I thought he was going to say something as Corbin and I approached, but he just scowled and stalked away. He looked kind of mad. Well, he usually does. Really, I felt like he was kind of being nicer lately. Yeah, right. Are you heading down for second period? No, I have permission to miss class. I really need to find Brenna. It's important. I thought he'd question me further, given how irresponsible he usually was, but he just nodded. Can this bug go away? If I see her, I'll tell her you're looking for her. I appreciate it. He waved and left me by the club just as the bell rang. Well, that didn't exactly go as planned. So Corbin had said that he didn't see her up here. But what was Corbin doing up here? He was chasing something, but what are you chasing for? Maybe I'd check the cafeteria next. I headed for the stairs trying to decide what I would tell Brenna when I found her. I couldn't just bank on her wanting to help me. Varys never did anything for free. That I knew. But what can I offer her if she does want something? I didn't know. I didn't have much of value, and I was up for entering into some weird agreement. Not when I was doing all this to dissolve the first one I'd enter into. Then again, Kaya had just wanted to pay me. Who even knew what these people considered a fair payment for help? I made it to the cafeteria without being spotted by any patrolling teachers. I had Violet's note, but I really didn't want to bother trying to explain myself to anyone. I stepped through the door and immediately spotted Brenna. What is she doing? She was curled up on one of the back tables, sunning herself, just like a freaking cat. How does she even get away with this stuff? I shook my head, deciding it was better to just not question it. At least she was there. The question was how to approach her. I quietly made my way toward her, trying to make as little sound as possible. She's a cat. She can hear from far away. She immediately propped herself up on her arms and looked around. Our eyes met. For a split second, she froze, and she hopped off the table and started out the side door. Dang it! I just knew she was going to do that. Wait! She did not wait. She didn't exactly run from me, but she was definitely making an effort to avoid me. Brenna, I just need to talk to you. She disappeared through the door. I rushed after her, but I didn't make it in time. When I ran out into the hole, she was nowhere in sight. Where did she even go? There was no way she'd have time to run off. I was literally right behind her. Why is she avoiding me? I had definitely gotten the feeling she didn't like me, but I wasn't sure why that meant she had to run off like that. Damn it. I poked around the hole for a few minutes, but I didn't see even a hint of her. Frustrated, I retreated back to the stairs. How could she disappear so fast? Did she morph into a cat that fast? With a heavy sigh, I flopped on the bottom step. More than that, why would she blatantly run away from me like that? Considering that she also ran away from me in the courtyard too. It did at least confirm my suspicion that the door she'd gone in must lead to somewhere in the school. I didn't know how else she had gotten down to the cafeteria so fast. I had no idea how I was going to convince her to help me if she didn't even want to talk to me. Ugh. I needed to just take a few minutes to regroup. I left the stairs and headed for the nearest restroom, trying to figure out what to do next. I reached it as someone was coming out of the boys' restroom next door. I quickly ducked my head, but not before I made eye contact with that Matthew guy Adrian hung around. Who? Matthew? What does Matthew look like again? Or used to. Come to think of it, Adrian had kind of been his little clique to hang out in the club lately, and the rest of them never bothered to show up. I tried to ignore him as I pushed open the door and stepped into the bathroom. Ugh. What if he just comes in here? Digging my knuckles into my eyes, I went to the sink and turned on the water. I splashed the cold water on my face and looked up at my reflection. It just looked like me. As much like me as I'd ever looked. But I knew that somewhere behind those eyes were another person. It was a strange sensation. I set a hand on the glass, glaring into my own eyes. I'm not letting you win this. It's never a good sign when you start having conversations with yourself. Bitch, are you in here? I whirled around, heart in throat at the sound. Not only had I not heard anyone come in, but a guy? Ah, it is you. Adrian's friend again. What the actual heck? What are you doing in here? He didn't say anything as he approached the sink. I backed away from him, super weirded out by the fact he followed me in here. He has some major balls. He grabbed my hand. Whoa, 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 whoa. Are you a soul sucker? Icy fingers wrapped around my wrist tightly. What are you? I hope for everyone's sake that you solve your issues on your own. What's that supposed to mean? It means you need to be trying much, much harder. What? He didn't bother to answer and just left me there, staring after him in confusion. He followed me into the restroom just to say that. What issues was he even referring to? Mark? Surely Adrian had told him that the Raven... You guys told me how to pronounce this, and I completely forgot. It's like Raven, right? Raven thing wasn't a thing. The only other issue I had right now was the whole Changeling thing. And as far as I knew, that didn't affect anyone but myself. Why are vampires so weird? So I guess he's not a soul-sucking type. Or, I mean, he could have just not did it then. Not to mention so stupidly dramatic about everything. And why was he being touchy to begin with? To show how serious he was? I dried my hands and pushed thoughts of Matthew, Mark, and every other stupid vampire out of my head. I needed to find Brenna. That was all I was going to focus on for now. That was easier said than done. Somehow Brenna had managed to evade me all day. I had skipped classes, spent all day hunting around for her. I caught sight of her a few times but never actually caught her. After the final bell, still having not actually caught up to her, I stopped in my locker more out of habit than because I needed anything. I was fiddling with the lock, my mind 1,000 miles away, but after a third attempt with the combination, I may have had a bit of a tantrum as I yanked at the lock and the handle as I yanked at the lock and handle trying to pull it open. The latch slipped out of my grasp and snapped back into place, catching the tip of one of my fingers in the process. Fuck! I let out a short scream of pain and frustration as I threw my book back on the floor and yanked my hand away, examining the damage. It was bleeding slightly, a bruise already forming under the cut. Great! Whoa, you okay? Who is this? I don't know who else this could be. Elliot? Danny? Ewan? That's never here? I let out a long, frustrated sigh. Yeah, I am. Allie. I looked back over my shoulder, giving... Oh, Elliot. Okay, the first guy I shouted out, giving Elliot a tired smile. Just frustrated. Your hand. It's Jessica. I'll grab a bandage from somewhere. Want me to take a look? Are you gonna lick it? I don't think Mark will approve. I think he's already upset that Corvin held, like, my back or whatever. He took my hand without waiting for an answer, examining where the skin broke. You aren't thinking of having a sip, are you? He gave me a sheepish smile. Well, I mean, it's already leaking out anyway. Stop, you're trying to comfort my heart. You already had it, okay? That doesn't make me an entree. Don't you mean an appetizer? It's just a small cut. Or a snack. That's not even enough there to be an entree. More like an appetizer at best. Okay, he confirmed appetizer. I might have been weirded out, but he was giving me a teasing grin, so I knew he wasn't serious. Or at least not too serious. Give me that. I made my hand back away from him, holding back a laugh. Cannibal. Well, it's not really cannibalism since... Oh my god, just stop it. I shoved his shoulder playfully. You know what I mean. He grinned at me. I smiled inside. Thanks for the laugh. I really needed it. Hey, no problem. You definitely look kind of down. Oh! No, you can't do that. He reached and tucked my hair behind my ear. I know we've all been pretty busy. Oh, you're so fucking cute. But you can't do that. But I hope you know if you need anything, you can rely on us. If any guy does that to you, I don't think that's friend... I don't think that's friend mode. I think that's, hey, I kind of like you. And I'm just not really subtly doing it to show you that. I know that. Thanks. He placed a finger on her. Ooh, whoa, Elliot. Bro. He placed a finger under my chin and lifted my head slightly. I know this stuff is pretty hard at first. You are coming for our girl. But keep your chin up. It gets better, I swear. Oh, shit. Oof. You know, there are plenty of empty classrooms available. Perhaps you should consider relocating to one of those instead of flirting in the middle of the hall. Flirting? Not everyone is interested in the little show you're putting on. Everyone. There's literally no one else around. And show? It's not like we're making out in the hall. He was being awfully stalker for someone who didn't even like humans. Fuck. I gotta pick a choice. What I do shouldn't matter to you anyway. Bite your lip and say nothing. Get thee to a nunnery. What the hell? I'm not gonna say anything. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. There's no point in arguing with Mark at this point, because obviously we're gonna lose no matter what. I bit my lip and looked away. On one hand, I really wanted to tell him to shut up. On the other hand, I just hurt that he was going out of his way to be nasty to me now. Fuck, my feelings are hurt. It was fine if he didn't like me. The thought that he didn't like me just because I was human, even though that was debatable, was frustrating. Bitch, did you... Oh, he also kissed me. What am I supposed to do with that? Why are you not mentioning that? But, wait, have we even told each other how we felt? That part I don't remember. Why did he have to make a point to be hateful? You could dislike someone without intentionally making them miserable. Elliot squeezed my hand. I looked up at the... Whoa. Elliot's very touchy. This is like a love triangle forever. Either routes. You're just fucked. I looked up at him and he shot me a gentle smile before looking back at Mark. If you don't like the show, you can always go somewhere else. Mark scowled at him. His gaze lingered on our joined hands for a moment before he looked up at me, and I looked away first. Alright, he's quite jealous. This is why I should have just not let myself feel anything for him. Or anyone. Can I say that loud enough for Mark to hear? I don't need this drama right now. Mark let out a noise of disgust, but must have thought better about continuing to argue. He stalked away, leaving Elliot and I alone. Elliot shot me a sidelong look. You okay? No. Yeah, I guess. I thought you two were getting along. Yeah, well, not so much. Anyway, about what you said earlier, about asking for help. Actually, there is something you can help me with. Whoa, yeah, you can. Maybe. What's that? You're friends with Brenna, right? I see you guys together sometimes. Friend is kind of a strong word. I need to talk to her and it's really important. I think she's avoiding me, but this is something I can't let go. I have to talk to her. I tried to find her all day today. I saw her a few times, but she was definitely trying to run off without talking to me. Do you have her number or something? Maybe I can try to text. She doesn't have a phone or anything. Then maybe you could tell me where she lives. I don't want to go that far, but this is really important. He looked up and down the hall, then leaned in close. Look, I'll just say this. You know that black cat that hangs around my house? I recommend catching it. Like, ambush it, throw a blanket on its head, and drag it into the woods. Catch the cat? Why? I really can't say anything more than that. Just trust me, okay? But Sorry, I have to go meet Danny. Like I said, though, just try it. Let's go try kidnapping. What if it's just a regular cat? Regular black cat that just happens to be in there. I watched him run off down the hall toward the stairs, still wondering what the heck that advice had been about. But this is where I'm gonna stop. I'm very happy I chose to play Changeling today instead of some other game with the limited time I have, because this is so worth it. I feel like in each episode though, I'm getting very, very sad just because of the way Mark and I are being like around each other. It makes me really sad. I don't think I could deal with that IRL. I haven't had to deal with that situation IRL before, because thankfully Tyler and I were in a long distance relationship for probably like half of our years together, so I didn't have to deal with this whole school situation. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.